Okay. Hi, y'all. It's been a while. I'm just checking in to do a little astrology update. There's not a lot going on, but there's a few things happening. Um, oh, I couldn't take the context. So anyways, I'm trying out these glasses. So I'm going to talk about the new moon coming up. And right now the moon is in Scorpio. So, it's kind of a introspective moon, where you sometimes research or look deep down into things and, all that Scorpio stuff. So it'll change into Sagittarius, I think, tomorrow night. So that'll be fun. So we'll have that. But the new moon is coming up on the 18th, and it'll be in Capricorn. So it's, the end of Capricorn, 28 degrees, I believe. 28 Capricorn, and it's on the 18th. So that's, to me, at least, it feels like that's going to be kind of the end of, letting go of 2025, which we're still kind of shedding it, right? We're shedding that energy, and we will be really still feeling it until Neptune and Saturn move into Aries, which Neptune at the end of the month, I think it's like the 27th, it will move into Aries, and then a couple weeks later Saturn will move into Aries, and that's going to be when really things, it'll be a noticeable feel of newness, a completely different energy than this Pisces energy that we've had, which I've talked about it before and wrote about it, that it's just so it's just like a sedative. The Pisces energy it's very creative, and you can imagine so many things, and it's great for like artists and people that want to visualize and be creative and stuff, but there's no action to it. It's just you could just daydream all the time. It's caused, I have to like snap myself out of it sometimes too. So that's going to be really great when those planets move out. We're going to feel a lot more action oriented. Everybody really is going to feel this. But the other thing that's happening before that, which is like is it a week around the new, so about a week from now when the new moon hits, is that when the new moon hits at 28 Capricorn, that same day Venus will enter Aquarius. And then a couple days later, then I believe is it Mercury? Yeah, and then Mercury will go into Aquarius, and then Mars will go in Aquarius. So now and then Pluto, of course, is already in Aquarius. So we're going to have this suddenly come out of the stellium of Capricorn, which is all this Saturn stuff, restrictions, delays, rules, everything to do with Saturn, ambition, judgment, time, things that are restricted, that's Capricorn for you, okay? But Aquarius energy is everything new inventions. It rules computers, it rules electricity, it rules groups of people coming together, it rules friendship, it rules humanitarian efforts, groups of any kind that come together. That's Aquarian. And it rules new, just like breaking the rules, new things, there's going to be a lot of breakthroughs, and I'll talk more about that later because I'm getting some ideas about it, like just in the rules of society even, like where we go, oh, you can't do that, or whatever. No, there's going to be a lot of breakthroughs in everything. Really is going to come up for question as people feel their freedom more, and that's probably the key word for Aquarius is freedom. And if you've known someone who's an Aquarian, you'd know they have to be free. Aquarians are like don't fence me in, much like Sagittarius, I know I have Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, is right on my ascendant. So it's just like having Aquarius rising. So um, I feel that energy in my life too, where I'm just like, don't tell me what to do. You have to have that freedom to, and also to, make all the mistakes and do it your way, and don't tell me, let me find out for myself and all that. So Aquarius is like that. It's like, the freedom to whatever you want to do. And so a lot of societal rules about everything, from holidays to relationships to money to everything. It's all going to come up for like, well, do we really want that? Because why do we have to do it like that? Um, so, this is going and this energy is going to, this is going to be going on a long time because of Pluto being there, kind of leading the way. Pluto's like it's like the gang leader, the whole thing. So Pluto is going to be drilling away at that freedom bell to us constantly. But we're going to have our first like meetup of all these planets during this month, So I'm excited about that because there's just this, you all feel it. It's just, there's this energy out there right now of just like, everybody's tired. They're sick of all this shit. They're sick of our government and how everything's going. And, we all have these visions and these ways that we would like things to be. And, we don't see the manifestation of it yet, or even I do see some seeds of it, quite a bit of it actually. Like in Congress, I have seen there's quite a bit of young new people that are planting those seeds for big change, and they're not gonna play the game. They're not gonna play what the others have played there. So that's gonna change. Everything's gonna change. It's going to change anyways, but with a lot of Aquarius planets, it's going to change and bring freedom to everyone. Freedom to live however you want to live, do what you want to do, and it will bring along the tools, the technology to create a lot of this, to create this more kind of utopia type world that we're all visualizing. So excited about that. That's coming. So we'll have our first, stellium of planets with Aquarius in the next week or so, and then that will roll on out. A couple weeks later, we're going to have Neptune and Saturn changing out of that awful pairing of being in Pisces, and they'll be in Aries. So this is just a little calendar of events for you to notice that, as you're planning your life and your things are moving along, a great time to plant new seeds would be at the new moon, which is on the 18th. Even though it's in Capricorn, it doesn't matter. It's the new moon. And so that's an earthy sign. And so, especially ideas around career and around money and things that are, ambition, things like that, things of the earth. So that's on the 18th. It's a great time to plant seeds about that, set things in motion. So we have that coming up next week. And until then, we have a Sagittarian moon coming tomorrow night, which is, like party time, a little fun atmosphere. After we get over this Scorpio introspection. And then after that will be the new moon coming up a few days after that. So I think that's all. That's all I got for today. A little bit of a catch up. I hope everybody's doing good and enjoying life right now. It's so cold out here in Phoenix. Oh my God, it's cold every day. And it's been that way since Christmas. So I'm gonna take these off. Anyways, hopefully it's gonna warm up pretty soon. But anyways, it's just something different for out here. We're not used to it. So, all right. Have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.